that you're going to do this. Before you went to law, though, what did you have any thoughts? Maybe you're going to do something else, or
You know what? I was actually I'm a bass player. I was a
oh,
musician.
okay,
So my whole life I've played since I was a little kid, and I thought I was going to go into that or entertainment of some kind.
okay,
But the funny thing is, I know that a lot of people think law school is a struggle, but
hmm
I was the first one in my family to graduate college, so
oh,
even
okay,
college was a struggle. So it took
got you.
me 11 years to get a 4-year degree.
Oh, wow.
So I really I would go to school sometimes, stop and play,
hmm
play gigs and stuff, and then maybe go back to school. But it took me 11 years to accomplish that. So by the time I got to law school, that wasn't such a big endeavor because I had struggled all the way anyway.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
so I got that far. So, but
So you're torn between
yeah,
your two passions, really.
that's right. But I thought too, if I went to law school, I could consolidate those things and maybe do entertainment law or something like that, and
Yeah,
still maybe stay in entertainment. But at
got
this
you.
point, I still play, but not professionally.
So after everything lifts, are you going to get back onto the circuit? Not the judge circuit, but the circuit of playing
I'd
live
like
again.
to. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, I'd
okay,
like to. I'd love to do that again.
okay. Cool,
Yeah,
cool.
definitely.
And you said there's obviously some struggles going through school and everything. If there was a kid out there watching right now who was like, "Hey, lawyer, judge, that sounds great," maybe not coming from a situation where they have a lot of possibilities and it seems very far out of reach, what would you tell them?
You know what? That's actually a good question too, because I was kind of in that position. I
Mhm.
really didn't have anybody who could tell me what to do.
Yeah,
And you know what I would recommend? Find a mentor or a friend who has done or is doing what you want to do, and get close to that person and especially observe what he or she is doing, because
yeah,
that's going to help you a lot. That's how I actually, even though it took 11 years in law school, you know, I was primarily a watcher and
yeah.
observer, and then I would execute based on what I had learned by watching.
That's a
Yeah.
good way to learn. And did you have so who's this mentor of can you call out your mentor right now?
You know what? My buddy Scott, he lives in Fort Myers, Florida, and I watched what he was doing, and I knew that his parents were guiding him in the right direction.
Yeah.
And my parents really didn't have the experience that his did and what they were doing, so I watched him, kind of followed in his footsteps, and we're still friends to this day.
Well,
Hmm.
thanks, Scott.
Yeah,
Thanks, Scott, for bringing this.
that's right. I said I'm gonna shout him out. I'll have to make sure he gets tuned in.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So definitely getting a mentor then. Would you be open to mentees then if someone were
Oh,
to call
absolutely.
up Judge Powell?
Absolutely. In my law practice, I used to have 4 or 5 interns every summer,
Okay.
and I told them, "You're going to learn through guerrilla warfare."
Mm,
I said, "By the time you finish here for the summer,
yeah.
you're going to be able to try a case by yourself." And
Yeah.
so, in fact, some of the attorneys I knew, in my office, I would say, "You know what? I'd call that intern first because I know what they went through to get where they are." You know, so they struggled and worked hard, but they did real good, and they're attorneys now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sure just going through law school in general is pretty tough. When you're going through it, there's got to be times when you doubt yourself, or you weren't like you said you took you 11 years to get all the way through. What are some times that you were like, man, this is just too much, man? And how did you overcome it?
You know what though? My faith is so strong
Yeah.
that it will overcome anything. And I
Okay.
think, in every person, if they believe in something,
Mm.
and you don't have to see it to believe it. I'm one of those
Right.
people that thinks you can see something if you just believe it,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and that's what happens. I
Yeah.
mean, I have my cell phone here. I mean, who would have thought,
Yeah.
you know,
That's true.
I mean, look at this.
That's true.
So if you can believe in something, think about an idea, come up with one good idea, you can
Yeah.
change the world with that.
No, yeah, technology is a really big moniker of how you can have a dream and it just materializes through hard work for sure.
Yo, absolutely.
Yeah, technology has come a long way, and it's seeing this courthouse. Honestly, I've only been in a courthouse for bad things, mostly speeding. Sorry, Judge.
That's all right. That's all right.
But